I used AI to prepare for my last 5 interviews. Here are the 5 prompts that helped me nail every question. Now, full disclosure, I am still interviewing. I haven't landed a job. This video is to help you prepare for interviews, not land the interviews, but to help you prepare. And these are the things that I do. So, interview prep used to take me hours, and I'd Google common interview questions, trying to memorize generic answers and still feel, like I'm completely unprepared coming into these interviews. Now I use AI to do the heavy lifting in 10 minutes. So I'm going to give you 5 prompts you can copy and paste into ChatGPT or Claude or whatever AI you use to prepare for any interview. And I've made you a free cheat sheet with all 5 prompts so you don't have to write them down. So I got another freebie for you. So let's go. Prompt number 1: research the company and role. You're going to type in, I have an interview, put the company name for whatever the job title role is. Can you give me one, a summary of what this company does? Two, their recent news or achievements? Three, what the role likely involves? And four, what challenges they might be facing that I should be prepared to discuss. This gives you everything you need to walk into that interview sounding like you actually know what the company does. And honestly, most candidates don't do this. So you're already ahead. I honestly think you should do this as soon as you get notification of the interview. What I do is I prepare, I create a Notion dashboard, and I just have it ready. And the reason for this is because recently I had a recruiter for a company reached out to me, asked me when I was available, and I texted back going, "Hey, I'm free when you are. Just let me know." She's okay. I'll get back to you. 2 hours later, she texts me going, "How about right now?" Because I had prepared ahead of time and I had all my notes from these 5 prompts, I asked her, "Can you give me 10 minutes?" And we got on a call and I was fully prepared for it. So, as soon as you land that first interview, start preparing. But at the latest, you're going to want to use this 24 hours before you interview. That way, the information is fresh and you can tailor your answers to what you've learned. But the more time you have, the better. Prompt number 2: practice the questions that scare you. You know the ones. Why did you leave your last job? Tell me about a time you failed. What's your biggest weakness? So here's the prompt: I'm interviewing for, you put the job title, role. Can you give me 5 tough interview questions I should prepare for and then help me craft authentic answers based on this background? And you're going to paste a few bullet points about your experience or the incident or why you left. AI will generate questions specific to your role and help you frame answers that don't sound robotic. The key: don't memorize the answers word for word. Use it as a framework and practice saying it out loud in your own words. And what I advise anytime you're entering these prompts, what I typically do is I will put in a copy of the job description, I'll paste it on there, and I will paste a copy of my current resume so that your AI knows what the job entails, knows what your skill set is based on your resume, and is will go through and tell you where your strengths and weaknesses lie. So prompt number 3: prepare smart questions to ask them. I can tell you we have a friend who's in HR, and I've seen it from all my studying. If you don't ask a question, that is a big red flag for the recruiters. You need to be asking questions about the company. And you always have to remember, go into these interviews also interviewing them to find out if the company is going to be a fit for you. It's a waste of time for you to go in, take a job, get trained, and then you find out you're miserable or they find out you're not a fit. So make sure you're asking questions on the things that are important to you and that you want to know. Because at the end of every interview, they ask, "Do you have any questions for us?" And this is where most people panic and say something generic. What does a typical day look like? Don't do that. You're going to use this prompt instead. I'm interviewing for, and you put the job title, and then you put the name of the company. Can you generate 5 thoughtful questions I should ask the interviewer that show I am strategic, curious, and serious about the role? AI will give you questions that make you sound like you're already thinking about how to succeed in the role, not just trying to get hired. This is how you stand out. Prompt number 4, get feedback on your practice answers. After you've practiced, run your answers by AI. Here's the prompt: I'm preparing for an interview, and here's how I answered, and put the specific question, and you're going to paste your answer. Can you give me feedback? Is it clear? Does it sound natural? How can I improve it? This is like having a free interview coach. AI will tell you if you're rambling, if you're not specific enough, or if your answer doesn't actually answer the question. Trust me, Claude is brutal and it's honest and it will tell you. So do this for your top 3 answers. It'll tighten up your delivery. Prompt number 5, create a 1-page cheat sheet. Right before the interview, you want quick talking points you can glance at. So you're going to use this prompt. Based on our conversation, create a 1-page cheat sheet for my interview with, you put the name of the company, include key company facts, my top 3 strengths for this role, answers to tough questions, and questions I should ask them. AI will compile everything into one document you can review. And you can look at it 10 minutes before the interview. You can print it out, you can keep it next to you during a virtual interview. What I do is I literally put my laptop in front of me and I have monitors. And so I do the Zoom call or the interview there on the laptop. And then I have my little Notion dashboard with my questions and my cheat and my prompts all right there. But if you're doing an in person interview, don't be afraid to bring those questions with you. So typically, I bring a little notebook and I ask them at the beginning of the interview, hey, do you mind if I take some notes? And then I also have in there my questions. And I've even told them during an interview, I'm like, yes, I do have some questions. Do you mind? I have a list. I'd like to read from it. They're perfectly fine with that. It shows you put thought into the interview. So print it out, keep it next to you during a virtual interview or up on your monitors. Glance at it in the parking lot before you walk in. This is your safety net. Okay, I know that was a lot. So I made you a freebie, the interview prep prompt cheat sheet. All 5 prompts formatted and ready for you to copy and paste, plus 5 bonus prompts I didn't have time to cover in this video. Link is in the description. Grab it, use it, and let me know in the comments which prompt helped you the most. And if you're interviewing soon, comment interviewing and tell me what role you're going for. I'm rooting for you. Subscribe because my subscribers see it first. Use the prompts, get the freebie, share it, talk about it, prepare smart, and show them why you're the right person for the job. We got to do this together. And I also want to know, what would you like for me to do a video on next? Are you wanting to increase your skill set? Do you want me to do a video on free trainings that you can find, or how to look for local resources, how to use AI to increase your skill set? If that's something you would like, type skills in the comments. I can also give you some tips on improving your LinkedIn profile. That's something that I'm currently working on that does require a lot more work. I'll try and see if I can throw something free to help you guys. If this is something you definitely want help with, type in the comments LinkedIn. It is probably a service I would charge for, not a lot, but it does take time. And it's going to involve us getting together like on a Zoom, looking at your LinkedIn profile and me stepping you through it. So it's going to take some time. So if that's something you're interested in, we can talk about it. Just type LinkedIn in the comments and I'll reach out to you directly. Good luck, guys. Get the freebie, share it, subscribe so these videos get out to help as many people as we can. I'm Kelly, the Wandering Duchess, and I'll see you next week.